the City Hall, or Town Hall as it was at the time, was actually opened in 1873. The construction began in 1869. Built in the Gothic Revival style, which was very much in vogue at the time. Bradford was the wool capital of the world, and therefore they saw themselves as like the new trading centres of Northern Europe, and so they built in the Italianate style, reflecting the Renaissance buildings in Italy from their heyday. Perhaps its most notable feature being this huge campanile or clock tower, 225 feet high, containing 13 bells weighing 17 tons in total. It was said to have the very best peal in all of England when the building was opened in 1873.
So this is the silver collection that we have in City Hall. Most of the silver that we do have was presented to the city from retired Lord Mayors, big businessmen, starting from 1873 and going towards present day. There's also the mace that precedes the Lord Mayor into a council meeting. We also have the china that we used when the Queen came to open Centenary Square. We're now a metropolitan council, so all the chains of office that were in the outlying districts, Shipley, Queensbury, Shelf, Bingley, are now all situated in our silver cabinets.
The building has many functions. Primarily it's an administration building, the headquarters as you might call it for Bradford Council. It's also the civic headquarters because Bradford has the Lord Mayor. We can often have up to 1,000 people if there's a major event on. A competition was held to design a new town hall for Bradford in the mid-1900s, and I believe there were 31 entries. And Lockwood and Mawson were the local Bradford architects that were chosen. Examples of their work include the Wool Exchange, which is on Market Street close to City Hall, another fine building, and Salts Mill, which is very famous. It then cost somewhere in the region of £100,000 to actually furnish the building. The internal parts of the building are not just functional. Everywhere you look there's a lot of design work and a lot of real good craftsmen and pride that's gone into the work. Some of the marble work, the stone work, the woodwork, it's not just nailed to the wall. You know, this stuff is really well built, and it's stood the test of time. That here we are 140 years on and the building's still standing. It is a true testament to the Victorian skills.
Yeah, the kings and queens of England appear in niches around the building, as you can see on this level where the Lord Mayor's rooms are. And there are 35 of them. And we also have Oliver Cromwell in the lineup, who wasn't a king, of course, he was a crown protector. But because of Bradford's history, Cromwell was included in the lineup, and I think we're only one of 3 town halls in the country who actually feature Oliver Cromwell. The courtrooms in Bradford have been kept. You must remember that town halls in the 19th century had everything in the one building. So you'd have a fire station, you'd have a town hall, you'd have a police station, and courtrooms, of course, as well. By the time the 1970s came round, cities of this size had their own purpose-built courtrooms, and so they no longer needed the courtroom in the town hall. But Bradford, for some reason, kept its courtroom, and other town halls swept theirs away. But we now use ours for film work, so it gets a lot of television and film work. It's been used for Coronation Street trials and so on and so forth. So it does get a lot of use nowadays, but not as a place of judicial use, if you like.